Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the IceHQ ice rink here in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia, on Warringjoy, Woiwurrung traditional land for the IceHQ Beer League Division 3 Grand Final, and it is the last Division 3 Beer League Grand Final that we will ever have here at IceHQ, because next season it'll be the Division 3 Rec League. We're changing the name. Other than that, it's the same, but it is the last Division 3 Beer League Grand Final we will ever have, unless the name gets changed back again at some point in the future. Who knows? And it is between the Regretzkys, who are wearing white with blue and light blue, and the Vikings in the darker blue with the yellow and white stripes. So the Vikings in the blue and the Regretzkys in the white tonight. And the two teams have played twice against each other through this season earlier on. Both times the games were won by the Vikings winning in round 1 4-1, and the Vikings winning 4-2 in round 2. This will be a pretty exciting game though. Neither of the two teams finished on the top of the ladder. The Regretzkys finished second on the ladder. The Vikings finished fourth, but managed to win their way through the final series to, in the end, challenge for the right to hold the cup and get the free slab of a beer. We'll be underway very, very shortly. About 15 seconds or so for the warm-up to be concluded. If this game does go to 0-0 at the end of regulation, there will be 3-on-3 for 5 minutes sudden death overtime. And if at the end of that we're still tied up at whatever the score happens to be, but even, we will then go to a penalty shootout. So no matter what happens, there will be a grand final decided tonight for the last ever Division 3 Beer League grand final here at IceHQ on Saturday, is it Friday? Saturday night, and Saturday night is hockey night. Every night is hockey night here at IceHQ, but Saturday night, tonight is hockey night, and we are watching the grand final between the Regretzkys in the white and the Vikings in the blue. Both teams in blue, but the Regretzkys with predominantly white on their jersey, and the Vikings with blue with black shoulders, and it will be a great little tussle. It's good to see Vicky Prosick on the ice for the Vikings. She's a great player. She comes on and plays in our National Women's Tournament and so forth, and has been very effective in that. We're about to get underway. Andrew Crowther, the head referee for the night, dropping the puck underway. The other referee tonight, Louise Gridlin, who has been doing an excellent job as well throughout the series. The Vikings now looking up ice through Whedon, but he can't quite get enough on it. Whedon, one of the junior A players here at IceHQ. Prosick buries it up the boards, looking to try and create an option, but the Vikings behind the net looking to play the ice. No pressure on them at the moment as they play the ice up, play the puck up through the bottom of their defensive zone, and the puck through the middle now, picked up by Simmons. Simmons is dispossessed of the puck, and the Regretzkys get the puck out of the zone. Battling over to pick it up now, Walker, who chips it in, who's being pressed tightly by the Regretzkys forecheck there of Corrales, but it's now in the hands, and shooting over the top of the net there was Mufali. Couldn't get enough on it to make it effective now as Prosick clears the puck up the ice and gets the first change of the game. You'll see changes very, very quickly indeed this evening, as the Regretzkys now with lots of time to break it out. No significant forecheck by the Vikings at this time. Playing the puck up the ice, Blair, but he's being pressed tightly by Simmons. Just get the puck across the ice, but picking it up now, getting a bit of room. Vikings take a shot. Norman Yan in the net for the Regretzkys, deflects it off his shoulder. It's a nice piece of play there by the Vikings to get that first shot away. Simmons winds through traffic. Puck doesn't get through the noise, but it's still stuck in the zone, getting caught under the feet there of the Vikings player there in Honyak. But now the Regretzkys break it out, looking for the stretch pass across. They find Matt Victory, who gets a shot, but in the net there for the Vikings. Mark Ferrello makes that one safe and sees it safely into the corner. So that's the first shot on film, but I'm not sure he'd probably want to tell us it's about 44 shots so far. Sorry, Mark, we know how it works. It's now picked up by McQuaid for the Vikings, but he makes the pass across and playing it out of the ice now. The Vikings, they get clear, but only as far as the Regretzkys D, who take care of it safely. They're getting a nice change there. Running into traffic, though, the Vikings up the boards. Clearing it across ice now, racing to pick it up is White. Stefan White gets the puck circling around, sees Prosick calling for it across, and Prosick's got a bit of room. She's ridden off the puck, but she's still battling for it into the corner. Beats Horniak into the puck. She's still got the puck racing around the back. She's looking for an option in the slot. She sees one. Pass across, shot through traffic. Ferrello makes the save. That was Stephen White there getting that shot away from the nice pass from Prosic. Now they fire in from the point, goes deep, looking for a tip in, and the Regretzkys have scored. A beautiful shot there from the point, taken by Mark Wright. I'm not sure who exactly got the tip in. It might have been Prosic, or it might have been Tony Corrales as well. We'll find out in a moment when that gets awarded to us. We'll just see. There's a nice tip in, just deflection from that shot. In fact, it might not have been tipped in by anyone. Might have just been the shot in from the point there. So we'll see how that actually gets tallied up in a second. No shutout for Mark Farello. We won't be happy about that as Whedon takes a tumble over the line. We'll be able to tell you who scored that goal in just a second once it's sorted out. But it was Mark Wright with that shot from the point. It was a beautiful shot down low. Just losing sight of it, Farello, and through it goes to give the Regretzkys the first goal of the game. Breaking it out now, the Vikings, they get through in the hands of Mafali, and he's got Walker charging into the slot. They can't get the pass across. Now it's the Regretzkys breaking it out, returning the favour, picking it up there. Blair gets around one. He's got a second shot, but the Vikings defence back in numbers, and they clear it out now. But just to the one player in Whedon who couldn't do much with it. Trying to play across ice with one of those risky cross ice passes out of D, but they get away with it this time, the Vikings, as the Regretzkys do the same, but with a bit more sauce on it. Clearing it out of the zone, Milovic. And the pass ends up in the hands of Matthew Blair, who dumps it in, giving the Vikings a little bit of room. Trying to sneak through there was Simmons, but he couldn't get past the check of the Regretzkys on the blue line, who held him up nicely. Playing it up the ice now, the Vikings, they get a bit of space, and it's Steve Simmons who, in the end, got the puck out, and it's hooked clear by Stuart Walker, but now puck through the neutral zone. Walker now going back to pick it up for the Vikings. He's got Corrales trying to put some pressure on him, who does, but it ends up in the hands of one more of the Vikings, who gets a shot across the front, but it doesn't go and doesn't get through any of the traffic. Now picking it up, the Vikings, the Regretzkys are away. They get past the first D, and that's Wright, who just loses his footing a little bit. Puck bobbling around the front, Farello keeping a close eye on it, but the puck is cleared out by the Vikings safely in the end. Great aggressive forecheck there, Horniak. Horniak's got room, he winds and shoots, but Normy Yan gets enough in it to get it in the way. But the second time around, and the Vikings have squared it up. Beautiful shot there, James Maglovsky hits that one through. The first save there, beautiful one by Norman Yan under a lot of pressure, but he couldn't control the rebound as much as he would have liked. And charging through James Malowski, who squares it up. And we are now 1 goal apiece with 10 minutes to go in the first in this Division 3 grand final between the Regretzkys and the Vikings. Shots on the net 4-3, so very even tussle indeed so far. We thought it would be, and it is promising to be everything we hoped so far this grand final. It's a cracker. Vikings now looking to play it up, but it's picked off by Milovic, who tries to get around traffic, gets a shot through everything, but it went wide. Tries to dig it past Farello, but Farello watching closely in the goal, trying to get the puck out of the zone still. But good forecheck by the Regretzkys. They're keeping the puck in deep and forcing errors from the Vikings defence. Just riding them hard and giving them no chance to play without the pressure. Puck comes across the front and it's scored again, and the Regretzkys get another one. Getting that goal back very, very quickly indeed. It was a beautiful pass into the slot. Player there unmarked, which is the #1 most prime scoring position in the world, Tom Milovic, who had his stick on the ice, and the puck comes across to him, and he buries it in the twine. And you'll see this on the replay. Just sneaks around. Unmarked player in the slot. Way too easy. So we are 2-1 now in favour of the Regretzkys. The Vikings did win the first both times these teams played. They get through everyone traffic, and they evened it up once more with a great solo effort there by Billy Simmons, who got through Norman Yan straight from the face-off. You can just see him just with the puck on a magnet. Gets through everything. A bit of a lucky recipient from a bit of fancy puck handling. And we're two goals apiece with 8 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the first period. So a high-scoring game so far. 4 goals in the first period, but we'll see how that pans out now as we are all tied up at 2 goals apiece. May as well be 0-0 unless you're the goalie. Puck thrown up through the ice, and that second goal was awarded to Alex Mafali. unassisted, so he picked up a rebound. And now going through the top of the neutral zone, picked up by Corrales, who tries to get a shot, it goes wide. Prosic now with the puck looking for options, tries to get it into the slot. There's Vikings in the way. Alex Milton now just with the puck on the stick, trying to do something interesting with it, but they're all running into traffic, and the Vikings clear the puck out. But the Regretzkys are back as Matt Victory dumps it in deep and rims it, while the Vikings get their change. So the Regretzkys get their change. Playing it up the ice now, the Vikings with room due to that change from the Regretzkys, blasting up through the ice but running into traffic. They get a shot away, it goes harmlessly around the back of the net. Norman Yan watching that one very closely indeed. That shot there taken by the puck, bobbles out loose in front of the slot. Yan getting enough puck on it to make it safe. And now the Vikings counter-attack, but they don't get it past Blair, who chips it deep into the zone. It was on the wrong side of the red line, but must have hit something. The referee's not calling icing on that one. Goes past the bench of the Vikings, who are just a little bit concerned there they don't get caught for too many players, as they are changing. And they don't do the wrong thing. Firing the puck back up the ice there was Mark Wright, who just dumped it in deep. And the puck just caught behind the net. The Vikings looking for a chance to try and clear it out. They find loose going up, skating up the middle in Simmons, who gets a shot away. It's loose in the slot. Yan got enough on it to stop it, but it was bobbling around loose. But fortunately for Yan, his defence was back in numbers and sorted it out. Same thing again, loose puck in the slot. Regretzky's getting back to try and clean it up. Comes up to Walker, who's got it at his feet. Couldn't get a forehand on it, so just chips it back in. Now he's got a chance. Gets a shot in deep through traffic, looking for a tip. Too many sticks in the way, and played out now by Matt Victory, who looks to get it up the ice. He finds Milovic. Milovic trying to battle through everything. Nice little poke check there. Scotty Whedon got a stick on it and just deflected that and broke up the play. Dumping it back in now, the Regretzkys. They'll be looking to get a change, and some of them are starting to switch off. They've been on for a while. Now they have numbers as playing the puck back there safely out of Vilba. And now the Regretzkys with a bit of time. They got a forecheck on them eventually. The Vikings came in to put some pressure on them, but it's carried now into the corner there by the Regretzkys. And that's Wright, I think, who now tries to get a shot up. Shot in from a distance is flung in, but Mark Ferrello with the puck behind him. Not quite sure where it is there. There's a lot of tussle of bodies. The puck's still not being blown up by the referees, but in the end, referee Andrew Crowther says enough, and we will stop that one and make sure that no one gets hurt, and that the puck is in a safe place. Safe place being not in the net if you are playing for the Vikings. 2 goals apiece. It's quite a tussle at the moment. There's still a game. It doesn't get any more even than even score, so it's kind of, apologies for the blindingly obvious, but there you go. Shots on the net in favour of the Vikings, 7-4. 6-7, sorry, 7-6. That's a scoring system just catches up on that. Goals to Wright, McGlovsky, Milovic and Mufali. Keeping it all square. No team so far has been able to establish more than a 1-goal lead. But here come the Vikings trying to pick it up there in Cal, but he couldn't quite get enough on it. It was an option, but just couldn't quite get the puck possession that he would have liked. As Prosic now plays up and finds on the stretch. Prosic finds Corrales, who is deprived of the puck, and the Vikings clear it out. Just, they lose the footing there just on the clearance there. And that was Aaron Cowell who blew a tyre. The puck now behind the net for the Regretzkys. They've got players loose in the slot, but the Vikings tied up. They've now got D pinching in 2 there in Milton. The Vikings will now break the puck out, and they do. It's 1-on-1. The puck just a nicely timed poke check there by Mark Wright, who got onto it beautifully, just denying Cowell of his chance. He timed that perfectly on the poke check. It was him or nothing. And it would have been Norman Yan looking very unhappy about that if that poke check hadn't been successful. But here come the Vikings again. They break it out, and they manage to get past most of the traffic. But now the puck bobbles high. The Vikings just not quite done there for offside. It was pretty close. Not quite sure exactly how Billy Simmons managed to get away with that, but he did. Now Prosic looking to play it out. She's had a stick taken away from her, but she manages to get enough on it. Good battle there, Vicky Prosic. No. Running into traffic was Billy Simmons, and now it is the Regretzkys dumping the puck in deep and getting a change. Some tired bodies with high heart rates. Their puck coming out now for Simmons, who is battling on the boards. Clears the puck out of the zone. He's got players with him. It's Mufali there with the puck, trying to do something interesting with it as well, and it's picked up by Whedon. Whedon gets it onto his backhand, chips it across the front of the net. Mafali was there, but he couldn't get enough on it. Now it's played in, but just picked off by the Regretzkys through traffic. Regretzkys get bodies in the way, and they play the puck clear out of the zone. Across ice, gets to Adam Vilbar. Vilbar has got a wall of dark blue in front of him. Gets past two of them, ridden deep into the corner. Tries to get a pass across into the slot, but can't. He's dispossessed with the puck in the end. Comes across the front. Not able to get enough on it. Good defence there by the Vikings, getting numbers back. This time, though, managing to get through everyone, except for Norman Yan, including Norman Yan. He's a shot taken there. Alex Mafali scores on a breakaway. Got through everyone. It looked like Norman Yan might have got him. But unfortunately for Normie and fortunately for the Vikings, Alex Mafali gets his second goal of the game with just over 2.5 minutes to play in the first. So the Vikings out to a 3-2 lead. They did win the first game 4-1 and the second game 4-2. They're back underway once more as it's chipped in by Ronald Horniak. Puck goes in deep for the Regretzkys. They just clear it up out of the zone trying to find Prosek. Prosek couldn't get onto it. The puck rimmed around the back of the net by the Vikings. Picking it up now, Matty Victory, who looks up ice, sees the forechecking pressure, reverses it. They reverse it back again once more, trying desperately to try and get some movement from their forwards. They're all standing static. Vicky Prosek, in the end, the recipient of the pass, but it's sloppy and ends up going to Simmons, who just intercepted it, breaking it up. But chipping the puck in now, Tony Corrales, who has not much in the way of help with him. And the puck will now be broken out once more by the Vikings, but only as far as Mark Wright, who dumps it in deep, tries to find Prosek. Prosek couldn't get enough on it. Now she gets a chance. Prosek going in, the puck cleared out of the zone though behind her. Vikings and Regretzkys battling for it tight through the middle of the neutral zone. And it ends up with Horniak, but it goes behind him, and the puck cleared out of the zone there. Beautifully good play, Matt Victory, and now picked up by Matthew Blair, who reverses it back. Matt Victory again now picks it up. He's got a lot of room in front of him. Gets a bit of speed, gets around the first check. Doesn't get around the second one. A nice poke by Horniak. Broke that one up. And they're just running into each other. Victory with another chance. This time tries to go backhand, but runs into excessive traffic. And it is tried to play up the ice. Mark Wright can't get it. It's racing around now to pick it up Simmons. Simmons around the back of the net, though. He's got players loose in the slot. Can he get the pass away with the shot? He takes the shot instead, but it hits the bodies. And it runs into Mark Wright, who has the puck again. Tries to get it past him, but can't. Puck now rimmed around the back by the Vikings on attack. Trying to pick up there Matthew Blair, but he's pressed tightly in the corner, looking to get it up to his point. Gets past one, gets past two. He's got to get the puck out of the zone. Does, just chips it up, finds his other forward, but unfortunately runs into a brick wall of dark blue. And here come the Vikings again, ridden into the corner. Miglavsky tries to get the puck across the front, manages to find two Vikings, but both of them found on the shot. It's a nice stick work now, and racing away now Blair. He's got one in front and two chasing back. He dumps the puck into the corner. Going in to pick it up is Graham Powells, and that will end the first period. 3 goals to the Vikings to give them the lead. 2 goals to the Regretzkys. What a cracker of a first period. That was frantic for sure. First goal unassisted to Mark Wright. Second one with a beautiful shot from the point. Second one, James Miglavsky from Boyd. And then Malovic got one from Blair. Alex Mafali managed to get a beautiful breakaway goal. And then the second one from Zach Whedon. So Mafali with 2, Wright with 1, and Miglavsky and Malovic with 1 each as well. Shots on the net so far, 8 to the Vikings, 7 to the Regretzkys, which does reflect how close and even this game has been so far. Doesn't get much closer than that for a long time. We're all tied up. It was 1-1, 1-0, 0-0, 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, and then towards the end of that period, with just 2.5 minutes to go, Mafali got one on a beautiful breakaway and got past Normie Yan and gave the Vikings the early lead. So with just a couple more seconds to go in this first intermission on this Division 3 Grand Final. Ice hockey probably unique in being one of the few games, or certainly the only mainstream game that has 3 periods. We don't play 2 halves, we don't play 4 quarters, we play 3 thirds, just to confuse people. If you're not good with fractions, oh well, 33.3 recursive if you want to get pedantic, but don't worry about that too much. We're just playing hockey and loving it here at IceHQ. This rink is all about hockey. We love the game, and we are being treated to a cracker here this evening. We've had a couple of other very exciting grand finals, and this one, well, it's a 1-goal margin, and both teams well and truly in it to win it. It is the grand final. It's the decider for Div 3 Beer League. Puck drop there. Lewis Cridlin gets it underway. Back one nicely by the Regretzkys. They chip through and get past the defence. They've got Prosic dancing into the slot. She's got room. She can't quite get enough on it. It was there for a second. Good positioning there, Vicky Prosic. We've seen her do that time and time again in many games. She's very effective on that first burst. Comes up now, Milton just had to force to dump it back in the corner. He had pressure from Mafale. And now the puck comes back up to Milton again, but it's stolen. Mafale couldn't get enough on it. Milton kept it in beautifully with a nice piece of stick work. But now the Vikings look to clear it out through Whedon, but he's ridden off the puck by the lone Regretzky player in deep. Now, however, the Vikings clear it out. Milton has to race back and pick it up with Mafale going on to apply some pressure. He reverses the puck around, finds Prosic. Prosic looks up ice, finds a passing option, but too many Vikings in the way. Just ridden off through the neutral zone. Whedon tried to steal it, but the puck in the end played in nicely by Blair, who puts it behind the net. No one there, though, for the Regretzkys. The Vikings try to rim it around, finding their young guys again. Racing up the ice, Mafale, but he'll go over and get himself a change as the Vikings look to play it up the ice. Whedon now going to pick it up for the Vikings. He's got time, not much in the way of a forecheck coming in, but Milovic in the end puts some pressure on him. The puck gets past everyone and goes deep in. There'll be no icing here as Milton races back to pick it up with pressure from Simmons. Gets it up through the half boards, clears the puck out of the zone, and it will be picked up by McQuaid, who dumps it across ice. And not quite as successful as he would have liked, but in the end it's stolen by the Regretzkys. And just a little bit of a sneaky backhander pass, but it wasn't as effective as he would have liked there. And that's picked up by Simmons. Simmons tries to get a shot across, not much on it, and just goes harmlessly into the corner. Picking it up now, Adam Lau, but he's pressured tightly by the Regretzkys defence. Not much in the way of options. Puck comes across the front. Normian makes the save this time. 13 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second. Regretzkys 2, Vikings 3. The Vikings with a 1-goal lead. But getting close to the midway stage of this second period. Can they hold on or extend the lead? Can the Vikings even it up? Sorry, can the Regretzkys line it up? The Vikings did win the 2 times these teams played in the regular season, but this is grand finals and they are different. Prosic now on the stretch. She's looking like she's going to pick it up. She's got room in front of her. Tries to get around the check. She's pushed wide. Gets onto her backhand. Loops around for a wraparound. Have a second go, but there's too many Vikings in the way. They got back. Third effort there. Farello desperately sprawling around trying to keep that one out. Great play there, Vicky Prosic. But it wasn't quite enough to get around Mark Farello. Morniak ridden hard into the boards there by Stephen White. Stephen White will be doing 2 for either interference or a body check. It remains to be seen what Andrew Crowther decides to call that one, but he will definitely be sitting 2 for that, which will be a power play for the Vikings. The Vikings will have a player advantage for 2 minutes or less, depending on whether or not the Regretzkys, the Vikings can score a goal. If they score a goal, it kills the penalty and will take them out to a greater lead. But the Regretzkys never know, play down. Sometimes you can score short-handed goals. And as a team that's working against that, there's nothing more embarrassing. But they fling the puck in from deep, the Regretzkys, the Vikings. Puck bobbling around loose. Normian desperately trying to see where it's gone. Now the puck behind the net. They try to clear the puck up, but only straight up the middle. And it's picked up by the Vikings in Mafale, who gets a shot. And in the end, through traffic, the Vikings have the goal. And that will end the penalty a little bit prematurely. If you were Stephen White, you'd be a bit annoyed about that one. So he wasn't in the penalty box for very long. He didn't even get a decent rest. But it is a goal scored there by the Vikings to give them a 4-2 lead. You see this on the replay. There's a lot of traffic in front of the net. Not a lot you could do. Not sure exactly who it rebounded. It looks like it was probably Zach Whedon who got that one in the end. Just being in the right place, and the puck bobbles onto your stick, and you just stick it in the net, and away you go. Not much Norman Yan could do about that. He had so much sustained pressure. Puck now driven down in the corner by the Regretzkys. They want to get that one back. A 2-goal deficit for them now with 11 minutes to go in the second. Just losing his footing there was Filbar. Farley now goes cross ice to Whedon. Whedon shoots on the net, but in the way was Norman Yan, who made it safe. And the puck goes harmlessly across the front of the net. Nobody's there to get enough onto it to score. Trying to get the puck out was Vilbar, but it's stolen by the electric puck handling skills of Alex Mafale. And the puck goes into the corner. Whedon now trying to put it across the front of the net. But Norman Yan says, you know what? I'm going to swallow that one up. slow this game down and give myself a breather and let my guys get organised again. So 4-2 to the Vikings with 10 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the second, almost halfway through this second period. This is the last game of the evening here at IceHQ. After this, we'll be playing 3 more grand finals tomorrow night. Up to the point there, the Vikings playing a little bit of backwards and forwards. Sorry, the Vikings, but now it's Prosick with a chance to go in and pick it up. She's going to try and steal the puck from McQuaid, but McQuaid rides the puck around. It looks like the puck has gone out of play. It's hit the netting, but it's a deflection, so there's no penalty on that one. No, it's being done for 2 minutes to delay the game. What happens in this instance, if you play the puck and it leaves the arena in your defensive zone, whether or not it's intentional, you do a 2-minute delay the game penalty. So now the Regretzkys with a chance to get it back. They've got the power play. They've got Prosick on the ice. We know how effective she can be. She's a very good goal scorer. And you can just see their D starting to creep in there with Matt Victory creeping right in. But unfortunately for him, the puck fires right out and it has to be picked up by Milton. So the Regretzkys will set themselves up and try and break in. Just chipping the puck through the zone there, but a nice piece of stick work by the Vikings to keep the puck out. And in the end, though, it's carried in there by Corrals, but picked up by the Vikings. And all they need to do is just keep getting the puck out of the zone and turning the No Regretzkys around. That's the right thing for them to do if they can get the puck all the way down the other end. But they just need to get the puck out of the zone every time they get possession. Battle in front of the slot, but the Regretzkys now put the puck in front of the slot. It goes loose around the back. Who's going to get there first? Just getting his stick on it first was Corrals, who finds Prosick. Prosick puck handling through a phone book. Gets a nice pass up high. Shot goes in from the point from Milton, but it didn't get enough accuracy on it. And now the Regretzkys with another chance. It's Victory, Maddie Victory, who tries to find Prosick, goes around the back of the net. And now it's picked up by Wright, who goes back up to his point, playing the puck back across to Matt Victory, has room, flings the puck in deep, but it's poke checked away there by Matt Stewart Walker, who flings it all the way to Moe. No one wants to go there, so the Regretzkys have to go and get it, and the Vikings will get the change that they wanted. Starting around high, looking for the stretch pass there. Matthew Blair, puck unfortunately for him gets past him, and that will go for an icing. 7 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the second period. Vikings 4. McQuaid sitting a penalty for another 20 or so seconds. Regretzkys 2. They need to score a goal in this power play if they can. They've got to get out of this defensive setup and get going pronto. They want to get this goal back, get themselves back in the game. A 2-goal margin, not enormous, certainly not insurmountable. If you're a Maple Leafs fan, you know just exactly how dangerous a 2-goal lead is. Probably you guys can throw away 5 goals. But regardless, we are back underway here at IceHQ, not the NHL just yet. Maple Leafs fans, you can contain your disappointment until playoffs. As the Vikings battle up the boards, trying to clear the puck out. McQuaid's penalty now over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. And it is played up ice there. Adam Vilbar, sorry, but he can't get enough on it now. He plays the puck into the corner. He's trying to look for a player loose in the slot, doesn't have one. He finds in the end, very enterprisingly, Milovic found some space. Still trying to set up that little attacking triangle. Now he gets a chance. Now Vilbar has another shot, but it is made safe by Mark Ferrello in the net. Nice play there. Mark Ferrello reading it beautifully and swallowing it up. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go. 2-goal in the second period. 4-2 to the Vikings as we have a defensive zone set up by the Vikings. This is how the Regretzkys have brought Ricky Prosick back on. They've got a short bench. The Regretzkys, they've only got 9 players, so fatigue will play a big part for them in the third. Whereas the Vikings with a full bench, that will certainly start to help them out in the third period when everyone's legs get particularly tired. Trying to break it now, Whedon. He's been harassed heavily by lots of sticks, and in the end, though, manages through sheer force of will to clear the puck out of the zone. Has another chance. Prosick, though, picks it up. She's got a bit of room. She tries to go around. She's got too many sticks in the way, too much. Stops, but loses the puck and leaves it behind. But she does have Frizzo up on the blue line to keep the puck in for her. Now, Prosick with another chance. She picks the puck up deep in the corner. Racing in stiff is Corrals. Corrals gets a shot, but there's bodies in the way. Whedon now with the puck playing, reversing the play, trying to find his teammate there in Mafali. Instead, the puck goes deep into the corner. Mafali goes to pick it up. Whedon circling around, but it will be picked up by Corrals. Corrals can't hold it, though. Whedon stole it. Shot by Mafali, but it goes wide. Back into the corner once more. Just under 5.5 minutes now to play as the puck in a bit of a stalemate in the corner. Who's going to get the puck out? Will it be the Vikings with possession? Or can the Regretzkys turn this one into a nice breakout? The puck comes across the front of the goal, but it is picked up and past to Prosek skating up. She's got to get it past McQuaid. McQuaid takes his time, but unfortunately gets Prosek skates in the process. Prosek couldn't get enough on it to do anything useful, and it's picked up instead by Mafali. Skating around, ridden into the corner, shot from a distance, runs into body, second shot goal. That's Mafali's third for the game with a beautiful top cheese Bardowski goal. That was an absolute ripper on this. Watch the second chance. It's a rebound, and he goes top shelf, brings the puck off the post, drops it down into the net, and that is a cracker. So the Vikings now 5 goals to 2 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to play. Mafali with his third. It will be a hat-trick for the... What was that? Billy Simmons. I'm just waiting for the system to catch up on that. I think it was Mafali. We'll know in a second. Yes, it was Mafali with his third. So he's got a hat-trick for the evening. Not a hat-trick Swayze, just a hat-trick. Puck now for the Vikings. Just lost in a few feet. Not able to see it there was Milovic. But it's picked up by Vilbar. Playing back to his D. He looks up ice. Tries to find the stretch. Unfortunately, it misses everyone. Goes into the corner. No ice. The referee makes the call as the Vikings now pick up possessions. Fatigue really starting to weigh on the legs of the Regretzkys. That short bench of theirs, just the 4 players, does make things awfully difficult. As now the Vikings get another shot in from a distance. Jan, however, this time makes the save. He did make the save on that first one too, but there wasn't much he could do about Mafali's second shot. That was an absolute ripper over the shoulder. It's pretty hard to stop that sort of a snipe. And an absolutely outstanding goal to give the Vikings a 3-goal lead. Still not enough if you're a Maple Leafs fan. But for the rest of us, that would be starting to celebrate. But it's a long time away. We've still got 3 minutes in this period and a whole other period to go. Can the Regretzkys get it back? We shall see. Only time will tell, and other cliches. But now the puck is broken up the ice. Kept in though, however, Horniak just gets a stick in, trying to apply more pressure for the Vikings. Getting around the back, and then the Vikings with the puck in front, picked up there. Simmons couldn't get enough on it. Now with a second chance, being pressed tightly, Simmons gets around 1, gets around 2, behind the net with the puck, but in the end, leaves it behind. And it is just kind of mishandled, but it didn't matter because it got out of the zone there. Not enough stick there. Matthew Blair couldn't get enough on it, but now looking for the stretch and picking it up is White. White gets around 1, he's got some room. White deeks, left, right, shoots. Puck loose in front of the net. The save made. Farello got pads in the way. Second chance though for the Regretzkys. Can they bring it back up? Matty Victory now with a bit of room. He elects not to shoot, dumps it into the corner. Puck goes round the back and it will be picked up by Vilbar. But Vilbar's ridden hard off the puck by the rapid movement there of Boyd. Boyd charges through, everyone racing back to pick it up. Naglovsky for the Vikings looks up ice, goes cross ice, gets away with it, but Prosek is going to get there quickly. Can't get enough on it. It's cleared out of the puck by the Vikings defence, who in the end the puck gets pushed back into the zone by Corrales for the Regretzkys. They're just trying to get a little bit of space and some time. But it's given the puck to the Vikings, and they've got sitting loose in the slot Stephen Boyd. But he got a shot away, but unfortunately for him, Jan saw it coming and got his body right in the way. So you see Norman Jan here make in the end, a fairly routine save. It's the shot fairly ineffective, just fired straight into his torso. It's always easier to say you should put the shot somewhere else, put the shot where the goalie isn't. But shots in hockey are always under pressure, and it's never that simple. As now the Regretzkys look to play the puck up the ice. 1 minute and 20 seconds to play in this second period. 5 goals to 2, 3-goal lead to the Vikings. Regretzkys playing across ice, trying to find some rhythm and get a bit of a structured breakout going as Matty Victory circles around. Puck now carried in by the Regretzkys as Vikings run into each other. Now Victory plays it back to his partner in Milton. Milton tries to find Prosek. It goes around her only as far as Graham Powell's, who wisely just tucked it deep into the corner. Prosek now looking to try and pick it up. The puck now ridden back, and it's a battle for her again on the boards. She hasn't managed to get it. It was taken off her there by Maglovsky. Puck run into the corner now, but the Vikings have to play it back in as the Regretzkys did manage to clear the zone and force all of the Vikings offside. Now the forecheck comes in and they play the puck straight up the middle, up the Royal Road. And trying to pick it up was Tom Milovic, but he had too many players in front of him. And now it is the Vikings going back to get it. Aaron Powell behind the net, trying to find a chance to get another goal and extend their lead. But Prosic tries to puck handle out of the zone, and they do manage to clear the puck, but it's stolen. Beautiful play there by none other than Alex Lafali, who's having an outstanding game. He's got a hat-trick of goals so far and has been everywhere, featured in everything. Shot comes in from a distance there by Billy Simmons. Nice slapper, but he wind up a slap shot against the goalie like Normie Yan. He's going to say, thanks, no worries. I saw that one coming. You've just given me a phone call and sent me a text and a couple of faxes saying I'm about to shoot to you. Slap shots do work, but by golly, you've got to be quick at them to make them work effectively. And Normie Yan made that one look a little bit easier than it probably should have been. Regardless, the score at the end of the second, the Vikings 5, the Regretzkys 2, 21 shots to 13. So that starting to really tilt the ice in favour of the Vikings. Regretzkys with just that 4-player bench, it is going to be pretty hard on them. They'll have heart rates somewhere in the vicinity of 4,500 to 5,000 BPM, maybe more, otherwise known as fibrillation. But regardless, they will continue to do their best. They're not going to give up. It's only 3 goals. You can get it back. It's not an easy task by any stretch of the imagination. But don't conflate easy with simple. A 250 kilogram deadlift is simple but not easy. We're about to get underway in the third. Just another 5 or 6 seconds to go. I'm sure the Regretzkys would like the break to be a little bit longer so they can try and recover a little bit more before they get back on the ice under relentless pressure from the Vikings, who have played very well throughout this game and indeed throughout this season. They did win the 2 times these teams have played, 4-1 and 4-2. They're up 5-2 now, so their margin back to the same margin they had in game 1. The Regretzkys want to get it back. I'm waiting to see if Prosic can get one past. We know how effective her shots can be. She's an excellent puck handler and a great shot. As now getting past a little bit of traffic. Ridden wide was Blair. It was Mark Wright, but he couldn't get a shot on. Prosic now puts a puck through traffic. It dribbles through, almost picked up a tip in. It was a good option. She's floating around trying to get a tip in again in that slot. But it looks like the Vikings are going to pick the puck up. Comes across the front though. No Regretzkys with a chance. Picking up there the puck, Stephen White. He's got a lot of pressure on him. A hell of a lot of Vikings defence there. In the end, it comes clear. The Vikings rim it back around, but Prosic gets a stick on it. She's got another chance. She chips it and just sort of bounces awkwardly for everyone, but goes behind the net. Regretzkys with another chance, but they've lost sight of the puck there. Just a little bit there. It was Milton not able to see quite where the puck had gotten to. Fortunately for him, enough bodies got in the way that it didn't go far down for a breakaway. As here comes Whedon, and he's got some room. But he chips the puck past Corrales, who was putting pressure on him, and the puck goes far into the corner. It will be picked up by Mark Wright, who's being forechecked tightly by the electric Billy Simmons. Puck now coming back up the ice for the Regretzkys. They chip across, but it finds the aforesaid Simmons, who rotates around, turns counter defence into attack once more, and it is Farley there, but not able to keep possession. It's picked off now by Vilbar. Vilbar runs into too many Vikings D though. He created a good opportunity for himself, but there was just too much fitness and speed in the Vikings defence getting back quickly. Blair now for the Regretzkys goes in to try and take the puck off the half boards, but he's isolated on his own. Does manage to get the puck though, gets a shot around, but it goes harmlessly around the back of the net. So here come the Vikings with speed. They find Whedon. Whedon with room, tries to chip through, but no successful shot. Yan saw that one coming, tries to do the same thing with a shot through the slot. And the breakout there by the Regretzkys just intercepted and broken up by the Vikings forecheck as they finally get the puck out. But unfortunately for them, that's going to go for icing. Pass from their own defensive corner, looking for a stretch pass on the other side, but not able to make the connection. And so it will be brought back for an icing for the Regretzkys. They will have to face off in their defensive zone and see if they can turn this one into a counter-attack and get away. It is a great counter-attacking opportunity if the opposition's D pinch in too tight, but I don't think they're going to make that mistake. You can see the Vikings D staying back close to the blue line, being conservative. It's easy to move forward to pick up the puck. It's very hard to turn around. This time they do get the puck back, but not able to keep it in there. McQuaid has got Prosic putting pressure on him. Prosic gets there quickly, but the puck comes out of the zone. The Regretzkys having to reset. They get another chance now in Wright, who wheels around. He's still got the puck with him. He's trying to find an option, but unfortunately for him, his passing lane was shut down, and racing now away is the Vikings. Looks like they're going to take a shot on Yan. Yan makes the save. He wasn't caught in two minds there. Great defensive work. It might have looked strange that the D in Matt Victory didn't go across to the player with the puck, but if you see this on the replay, what he's allowed Norman Yan there to do is to concentrate just on the one player. There was a 2-on-1, but Matt Victory did exactly the right thing, cutting off the passing lane. So Norman Yan only had to worry about the one player, and he made the save. Prosic battling on the corner for the puck, but the Vikings come away with it. Gets the puck up high, and a tip in there beautifully by McQuaid, but it wouldn't quite go. Yan got something in the way of it. Lovely tip in, though, from a great shot from the blue line. And now the Regretzkys look to break it out again, and they get out of the press. Prosic now finds White. White, though, leaves the puck behind, finds Prosic again. Prosic, now the Vikings play up the ice, and they find Adam Cowell, who races around the back of the net trying to find option. Prosic, though, comes in and steals it. So he's looking for someone to pass to desperately. Has to rim it around the back, finds Corrales. Corrales is being pressed tightly, but picks up Milton in the end, who gets the puck back to Stephen White, who manages to chip the puck out of the zone, relieving some of the pressure on the Regretzkys, but they need goals. They can't afford to be conservative here. They need movement and goals. They've got 11 and a half minutes to go in the third and a 3-goal deficit. So the Regretzkys need to get one back, and quickly. Just reversing the puck now out of D, trying to do something creative with it. Vilbar manages to get some control over it. They're rimming it around back again, not able to get past this great forechecking pressure of the Vikings. They've kept the Regretzkys deep in their zone for a long time. Regretzkys unable to clear the puck out of the zone. Finally they do. They find Milovic. Milovic being ridden very hard into the boards, though. You can see Vikings back in numbers as the legs just starting to fade from the Regretzkys. They're doing their best for sure, but the speed and freshness of the Vikings is next level. They're going to get a shot from a distance. It goes high, but Ferrello plucks that one out of the sky, flashes the leather, and says in his best Anton Goss voice, "It's all mine, you're not having it." And with 10 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the third, the Vikings with a 3-goal lead, 5 goals to 2. It's been a better period for the Regretzkys. This one, they found a little bit more sting in their legs, but I dare say they'd be hurting. You can just see their D now there, Milton pinching right in, trying to get more aggressive, but unfortunately for him, that does really result in a great lot of space for the Vikings. And they've got 3-on-1, taking the shot Whedon, but it went wide. It's picked up behind the net there by Mafali. Mafali looking up ice. Unfortunately for him, it doesn't go where he wanted it to, and it will be picked up and stolen on the counter-attack rapidly by Blair, but he can't do enough with it. Whedon now looking to make a connecting pass, finds his partner, who tries to puck handle through a phone booth. It's picked up back to Whedon. Whedon being pressed tightly, but it ends up with Mafali. Mafali circles, tries to get a shot past everyone, and they do. And the Vikings have another goal, and that was Zach Whedon skating through the slot, picked up the garbage and stuck it in the net. And we'll just see this one. There's a shot from the point. Whedon comes through, picks up the rebound, gets it past Normian. Not much he can do. You expect your goalie to make the first save, but he's not going to get the second or the third rebound if the D aren't back there and able to shut it down. The Vikings out now to a 6-goals-to-2 lead. 4 goals in front, 26-14. So almost double the shots on the net and 3 times the number of goals, as the wingers just been told there by Cridlin to stay on your side of the red line. The Regretzkys win the face-off, but not able to do terribly much with it. Wright was robbed. The Vikings smell blood. Pacing up the ice now is Prosic, but you can just see the sting gone from their legs. They've just lost a little bit of intensity, but still charging for it. Mark Wright goes into the corner. He's got the puck. He's trying to find someone in the slot. Prosic circling around, trying to make some room as well. 2 Regretzkys in the slot, trying to pick up any sort of garbage goals that they can, but racing away for it now. The Vikings beaten to the puck, though. Mark Wright racing back saves the damage, keeping the Regretzkys in it for a little bit longer, as now the Vikings look to play the puck up the ice. Prosic tries to pick it off and gets enough in the way to break up the rhythm. Playing it across ice now, the Regretzkys, they find on the stretch Corrales. Corrales lost possession, however, and now it's played back. But nice pick off there, Matt Victory. He's got to get around 2 if he can. Loses his footing, unfortunately, and the puck goes into the corner. They've got a hand up for a penalty. Normian trying to get off the ice, but the Vikings got onto the puck. The reason Normian there was trying to leave the ice is if you have a delayed penalty, so one of the Vikings has done something they oughtn't, then they can't, as soon as they get possession, the penalty is blown, so they can't score a goal. You can, however, score an own goal. It has been done. obviously embarrassing when it happens. But now the Regretzkys with the power play, is what they were trying to do, was set up a 6-on-5 for as long as they could and really apply some pressure onto the Vikings. They need to score a goal here. 7.5 minutes to go. They've got the power play, the Regretzkys. They must score now to get themselves a chance to win this game. They could do it. The game is by no means over, but they do need to win these face-offs and get shots on the net in this particular power play. Watch for the Vikings to absolutely flood them, though. They've been doing a great job so far of making that happen. The puck now deep in the corner for the Regretzkys. Puck comes out of the zone. The Vikings manage to clear it. Normie Yan skating up, just trying to keep more time pressure on the Vikings. This is where the Regretzkys need to play quickly and get lots and lots of pressure on them. But they throw the puck away and just give it straight away to the Vikings. There we go, send the puck all the way back down to Moe. And they've got to go and pick it up now, and it's Milton being pressed tightly, dancing in now to pick the puck up. The Vikings that get the puck across to Walker, who skates around the back. And the penalty kill for the Vikings. Again, the Vikings don't need to do anything fancy. They've got a lead of 3 goals, and they've got 6.5 minutes to defend. All they need to do is clear the puck out. But Walker steals it again, and he's looking for a connection, finds it. Backhand from Boyd goes wide. And now the Vikings still with a great penalty kill. It's been all shots on the net for them. But finally, the Regretzkys with Blair. But unfortunately, he leaves the puck behind, and it's picked up by Miglovsky, who shoots, but getting feet and legs in the way, Milton. And now it'll be picked up by Matty Victory, looking up ice, trying to find some options and some movement. But the Regretzkys tired. They find Prosek standing still, but she dumps the puck through. But unfortunately for the Regretzkys, all that's done is given the puck back to the Vikings, who reverse it around the back of the net. 25 seconds to play in this third period. It's the decider, and it's getting close to all over for the Regretzkys. They've got to score in this power play. 18 seconds to play on the McQuaid penalty. They haven't created many opportunities, but finally they get one. Gets up to the point. Shot through traffic. Goes wide. Nice work there by the goaltender. Second chance there, however, for Ferrello, and he shuts it down. And we've got 2 seconds to go on the McQuaid penalty, and we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. The McQuaid now racing behind everything. He's got the stretch. He's away, McQuaid, straight out of the box, straight into the game. He looks across ice for a passing option. He's got it. He finds it. The shot, though, saved Yan. Yan got in the way. Beautiful play there by McQuaid. He read the situation straight out of the penalty box, straight in to pick up the stretch pass, and he was away and very nearly put the last nail in the coffin for the Regretzkys. But they've got another chance coming across loose in the slot. Stephen White, puck loose. Mark Ferrello makes the save. Puck does go in there, so the Regretzkys get one past Ferrello. It was a little bit loose there, bouncing around. You can see the first save made by Ferrello. Just bobs out loose, and it's Prosek in the end, skating through the slot. Just gets enough of a backhander on it to stick the puck in the net. It won't stop the clock, though. The clock will continue to tick. But the game goal difference now 3-6 for the Regretzkys. 4.5 minutes, 3 goals. Can it be done? Absolutely. Is it likely? No, but you never know. The Vikings chip the puck through, but it's picked up by the Regretzkys. Matty Victory looking up ice. There he goes wide, push deep into the corner. It was a great piece of opportunistic play. Vicky Prosek in the right time, in the right place, at the right time. I do love it when Vicky scores goals. He is terrific at it and loves scoring them as well. And who doesn't? Even goalies love scoring goals. They won't tell you out loud. The puck played up to the blue line, picked up by Mark Wright, who puts the puck back into the corner. 4 minutes to play. 3 goals the lead to the Vikings. Can the resurgent No Regretzkys get another one. It's pushed into the corner there. Mark Wright, who's trying to find options, but now breaking it out, they finally get clean possession of the Vikings, and here they come. They've got 2-on-1. They find the goal-scoring machine in Billy Simmons, but he can't convert. He looks up ice for Horniak. Horniak floating around free. They don't pass to him. Instead, they're looking to try and get the pass to Mafali, but that won't go at the moment. Mafali making space. Whedon gets through traffic, has the puck on his backhand looking for options. Finds Horniak. No, doesn't find Horniak, just keeps it himself. And the puck played in Mafali, but it doesn't go. Yan got enough in it. Mafali now with another chance. This time he plays Horniak. Horniak runs into traffic though, can't control it. He's not very happy about it, but that's the game of hockey. You've got to deal with that. And now we're taking another shot in from distance. Yan makes the save. It was a good shot there from Mafali looking for his fourth, but it didn't go. 3 minutes to play. They find Blair, the Regretzkys, but it's stolen by Horniak, skating around now. He's trying to find his players put themselves offside And it was Billy Simmons there, just trying to stay onside. You could see slam the brakes up. Horniak was trying to do something with it, but there was no Regretzkys in the way. And as a result, Simmons found himself offside. No big deal for the Vikings. It runs the clock down. It'll take another 15, 20 seconds off. They've got 2.5 minutes and a 3-goal buffer. It's not quite bomb-proof. Simmons now plays it back, certainly in non-stop time hockey. It's not very long. Stop time hockey, 2.5 minutes can feel like the rest of your life. But this is not stop time at the moment. The goal margin is too great. Waiting for options there. The Regretzkys trying to find some movement. They find Prosek, who is sitting still on the half-boards. She finds Maddie Victory, but he loses the puck up ice, and the Vikings will dump it deep into the corner. That's all they need to do. They might be getting hungry. Simmons now free in the slot. The Regretzkys getting back to clean that up eventually, but Lau also floating around clear now. They get the puck to Lau, who gets a shot, but there's Regretzkys in the way. Here they come, one more break, and it is Mark Wright who gets past Wright, sorry, number 66, sorry, that's Stephen White, who gets a shot on the net in the end through traffic, and bodies sprawling around all over the place. Mark Farello has it somewhere in his glove or somewhere or other, some piece of goalie apparatus. You can see there he does make the save, gets enough on it. There's charging in to try and do something about that was Matt Victory, but not enough. 90 seconds to play. When the puck is dropped, it'll be about 85 seconds or so, and a 3-goal lead to the Vikings. Can the Regretzkys turn this one into a goal? Won nicely by the Vikings. Well, they need to. They could just ice it. It doesn't really matter. It'll run another 20 seconds off the clock if they do. But they're hungry for more goals, I think. Who doesn't want a goal in a grand final? Victory, though, spins around, gets the puck past the forecheck, tries to find a pass and does. He's found Blair. Blair tries to get a shot across the front. Racing in now to pick it up, Vilbar. Vilbar racing around the back, and he's pressed tightly, puck loose in the slot, but the Vikings will pick it up and dump it down the other end. It will not go for icing. Normian stands here looking at it, not quite sure of exactly what to do as the Vikings race back. Picked up by McQuaid. Stolen there by the Vikings, but with another counter-attacking opportunity now. Here come the Regretzkys again. Milovic takes a shot, but the save is made by Mark Farello. 25 seconds to go. Mark Farello with the puck in his hand. He'll probably just hang on to it for a moment or two in no great hurry, because if he holds the puck for another few seconds, the clock will go off. Lewis Quidland about to drop the puck again. The Regretzkys in a hurry to get this going. They could pull the goalie now. It wouldn't really matter, but they're going to keep going. The puck bobbles out now. Gets past everyone. They didn't pull the goalie. They take a shot deep, but that ends it all. And the No Regretzkys, 3 goals. The Vikings 6. Good win there for the Vikings. The Regretzkys in the end with a short bench. It was just a bit too fast for them in that situation. It's very difficult with just 4 people on the bench to keep up with a team full of young rocket ships in the shape of the Vikings, who were outstanding tonight and well-deserved winners of the Division 3 Grand Final at IceHQ here in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia. So thank you very much for being with our live stream coverage of these Grand Finals tonight. We have more hockey, more Grand Finals tomorrow night here at IceHQ. We'll be bringing them to you tomorrow afternoon. Until then, keep on trucking with your hockey. We love the game here, and it's what we do.